Here's a structured signal from WellView 365, powered by freshnews.ai. Operational friction is becoming a hidden cost center as leaders overlook efficiency and undervalue frontline healthcare staff time. Executive summary. Operational friction is the cumulative drag created by frequent micro-interruptions, unclear communication channels, and fragmented approval paths inside healthcare operations. By restructuring routine workflows so that messages, decisions, and updates move through clear, centralized pathways, this friction can be surfaced and reduced. The result is more predictable staff capacity, fewer avoidable context switches, and more reliable delivery of patient-facing information. Today's signal. Operations leaders are treating frontline staff minutes as a measurable asset and mapping where internal communication interrupts clinical work. Budget resets are forcing explicit links between staff capacity, throughput, and reliable patient-facing updates. When micro-interruptions in messaging, approvals, and clarifications stay invisible, headcount cases weaken, and patient communication issues get misattributed to individual performance instead of system design. WellView 365 enables streamlined internal staff communication by centralizing delivery routing, scheduling control, and scheduling management across end-to-end delivery paths. Why it matters. Here are 4 takeaways. First, unmeasured micro-interruptions make staffing look sufficient on paper, while actual patient-facing capacity runs short. Second, ad hoc messages and unclear channels delay updated patient instructions or policy changes. Third, frequent one-off clarifications between clinicians, front desk, and coordinators add hidden overtime and burnout risk. Fourth, inconsistent ownership for routine communications complicates budget requests for communication tools or additional headcount. How it works in practice. A common example is updating information in waiting rooms, patient portals, or appointment reminder scripts after a policy or scheduling change. An operations lead drafts new language, emails it to managers, posts it in chat, and relies on front desk staff to update screens and signage between patients. Staff then ask for clarification on wording, timing, and affected locations, often in fragmented threads. Each clarification is a micro-interruption that pulls someone out of clinical or registration work. When teams centralize the source message, define a single request path, and schedule updates, they cut interruptions and make changes visible and auditable across sites. One practical adjustment. This week, pick one recurring communication type and route requests, approvals, and final language through a single channel with a named approver. What to do next? Here are 4 takeaways. First, map one full recent communication change from trigger to final patient-facing update and count every handoff and clarification. Second, define the request format and channel for that communication type, including required fields and who approves. Third, define who owns authoring, who approves, and who executes publishing for each major communication category. Fourth, review set a short weekly review to inspect delays and interruptions in that mapped workflow and adjust steps or tools accordingly. Read more at wellview365.com.